Good morning, guys. Good morning, good morning, good morning. We have another day in the markets today. It is Tuesday, June 18, 2019. We'll kick it off here. So, yesterday in the markets, we saw SPY pretty much trading sideways throughout the day, closed just barely green. We have a little action actually pre-market, and it gapped up by about 2 points going into the end of pre-market session. We're going to see if that's going to continue into today's session, but overall the futures market is down with a lot of chatter coming out of the Middle East. U.S. troops going to be deployed into that region, so obviously that's going to have some significant reaction to the market heading into today's session. So we're going to see if SPY is going to pull back with that news, or it's going to continue to the bullish sentiment overall. But that being said, we got 7 going into our session today. So let's kick it off with EBIX. EBIX, as you can see, sold off yesterday, closing almost 7 points to the downside. Had a little bit of quote-unquote strength going into the close. VWAP held it up. But so it's possible that it's going to try to gain what it lost yesterday. But our sentiment is still bearish. We have a 40 price target. Technically, we don't see anything holding this thing up. So if we see any weakness going into the late morning session, we'll probably put on some risk and take it to that 40 level. Next up, we got SAFM. Also sold off quite significantly yesterday, almost 11 points to the downside. We have a 130 target conservatively, so a lot of people are definitely under pressure on this one. So it broke right through the 50-day on the daily, heading south. Still plenty of room to the 200, but 130 is going to be our initial target if we continue seeing some selling pressure after the dust settles in the morning. CCL up next, closed not too much, just a little bit less than a point to the downside. Still showing definitely weakness going into the close, so we definitely like this. A couple more points to the downside. Technically has a nice level to bounce off of, and again, until the trend changes, until momentum reverses, we like this thing continuous. Has some selling pressure after hours and also pre-market, so until we see a clear reversal, we like it to the 50 level. JBHT continuing its downtrend from as you can see, almost the end of February. And again, cannot get any traction, just putting lower highs and lower lows across the board for a number of months now. So we definitely like this thing moving forward. 85 is going to be our target, and we're going to continue writing this thing down until the market tells us otherwise. XLNX sold off continuous yesterday. It keeps bouncing off of the 200 on the daily. 200 on the daily, we have it set at 101. So again, until this thing is going to have a clear reversal for us, we like it to the 101 level. And if it trades at all below VWAP, we'll mitigate risk and enjoy the red. QCOM getting hurt. A lot of bad news coming out of Asia, obviously with the tariffs. These guys are getting hit. Actually closed green yesterday, but definitely weak into the close. So that being said, had some action pre-market after hours last night and pre-market this morning. So we're going to keep an eye on the 66 level for our target. And again, if it has some opportunity to trade below VWAP, then we like it to the downside. We're going to wrap it up with Grub. Grub obviously broke through that long-term wedge from November to the upside. It's fighting whether it's going to be overall market sentiment to the upside and kind of just finally break out of this wedge and kind of make its way to the 200-day. We don't think that that's going to happen, but again, if it does, then we're going to kind of keep an eye on this. We like it still to the 61 level, but it has to prove to us that it's going to come back to that level. If it comes back in this wedge channel, then we're definitely going to put some pressure on and definitely put some size into this particular position. But that being said, we're going to wait for Grub to show us that the sentiment is still bearish. If not, then we'll step aside and let it run up. That's what we got going on in the session, guys. We got 7. And as always, guys, you want to see what we're doing here, how we're picking our stocks, how we're building our watch list. We invite you to come check out the site at thestreettrading.com, and we're going to get you sorted out with the 90-day course, answer that question why for you. Any questions you have with the market, you reach out to us. We're always here for you. As always, guys, stay very diligent with your stops and be very, very patient with your setups. Have a great day in the markets, guys, and we will check you